First pitch is moments away in Atlanta. It's the Nationals and Braves coming up next. MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their starting 9 tonight will look like this. Tom Glavine will get the call to face them, and the key for him will almost certainly be getting ahead in the count early. We've seen in the past when he's forced to work from behind, he can run into some problems. Anthony Rendon will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Swung on and missed 3-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
That's slowly hit to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and digging in the left-handed hitter Nate McLouth. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Lee is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top two guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go, so that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Bryce Harper will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Now the starting lineup for the host Atlanta Braves. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. Ender Inciarte will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now here's the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Left field. And McLouth will look this one in for the first out. So with one away, a look at the dimensions here at Turner Field. This place, of course, built for the Olympic Games of 1996 and then modified for the 97 baseball season. Fairly standard depths all around, including an even 400 feet out to dead center field. Nick Markakis will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Here comes the 2-1. Here's one hit towards the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting third, right fielder, Michael
Lee will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Line hard into left, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Number 33 will be the batter. One and 2.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Braves strand 1. After 1, no score. Ryan Zimmerman will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Here's the 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Well, most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. Now, I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Ian Desmond will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And he misses 2-1. Here's the pitch. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Wilson Ramos waits on deck. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Wilson Ramos will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Brian
Goodwin will get his first opportunity now.
Don't give up the run, man!
That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
They've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
And a double steal try here. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And this is behind him at third as that'll head down the line in left field. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, we're going to take another look right here. And I think the double steal catches him by surprise behind the plate. You see him trying to go after the lead runner, but the throw's nowhere near the target. And that's going to wind up costing him a run.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Boy, at the very least, if you're going to go down swinging. That's a tough way to make a second out when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Danny Espinosa will get his first shot here, trying to come through with 2 away and a runner at third. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Here comes a 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2, you got to go with your strength.
And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Nationals 1 and the Braves nothing. Freddie Freeman will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here comes the 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Swing and a line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Andrelton Simmons steps in now. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that aisle.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he didn't care too much for that call at the plate. But was he right? Show track says... Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a beef up there. That pitch looked to be a good few inches off the plate, and that's a tough way to go down. You know, no hitter likes to have the bat taken out of his hands.
Darwin Barney will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. Ready on 2-1. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
With 1 out, he had 2 jobs to do there. 1, get that run home from third, and 2, stay out of the double play. He did his job.
Tom Glavine will stand in. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back to Turner Field following this. Walter Johnson will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. And this is hit well towards the hole. He's got it well into right field. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Well, it's always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the 3rd.
Anthony Rendon will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Nate McLeod will try it again. He flew out his first time. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And a pitch taken by McLeod, and it's back to 2-2 now. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And you know, with that fella waiting on deck, if you believe in protection in the batting order, this guy is going to get something to hit right here.
Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Freeman has got it, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Ender Inciarte makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And the pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Center field. And 1 gone now in the Atlanta third.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
So with 1 away now, that'll bring in Nick Markakis. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he could only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Michael Lee will stand in. A base hit his first time around.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Two out, nobody on. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Another try at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Number 33 would be next. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves, who played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Bryce Harper will stand in here, the starting center fielder on last year's NL All-Star team. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Markakis will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Ryan Zimmerman will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Ian Desmond will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
The pitch. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Wilson Ramos would be next. Now here it comes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Number 33 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, that's a good job right there of reaching base to kick off the inning. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to that, so they finally have a base runner here for the first time in a couple of innings.
Freddie Freeman will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. Here he comes 3-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie.
Get him over there. Here we go.
Opposite field to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
The shortstop, number 19.
Andrelton Simmons will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2.
Swinging anything close.
3-2, here it is. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the two-strike pitch and chops it foul. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Darwin Barney will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Brian Goodwin will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. Now the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now a ball softly hit over to the right of the mound. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Danny Espinosa will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Tom Glavine will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless. So.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Here's a bouncing ball to the right side, and that'll be out of reach for Espinosa. It's a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Ender Inciarte will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
There you go. Back-to-back singles here to open up the inning, have them set up in a good position to break this deadlock.
Nick Markakis will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Michael Lee will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And this would be a great escape if he could strand that runner at third after those back-to-back singles to start things off.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Walter Johnson will bat for himself here in a tie ball game in the 6th. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Anthony Rendon will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. The 3-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And sometimes, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Nate McLeod will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Runners going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, here's a good look from the side angle. This is in show motion. You can see this crosses right over the knees. That's close, but it's the right call.
Now a swing by Harper and a ball launched out to deep right field. And he's turned an 0-2 count into a home run. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. And it gives the Nationals a 3-1 lead.
Well, you figure it's only a matter of time till this guy gets going. That's his first home run here on the season, and you can bet it ain't going to be his last.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 3 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 3-1 Washington. Number 33 will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Let's go, Braves!
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Outside, 2-1. Now the pitch. Right on the corner, 2-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Freddie Freeman will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And Clough will make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Back here at Turner Field, Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now as they'll turn it over to the former number 4 overall pick back in 1997, right-hander Jason Grilli. Ian Desmond will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Go home, man.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Wilson Ramos will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
Let's get it going, Gray.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Come on, Braves.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Fielded.
Brian Goodwin will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Oh, you hit the palm of your hand.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, as the lead remains 3-1. Andrelton Simmons will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Darwin Barney will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Once again, a 3-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and they turn the double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Chris Johnson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Chris Johnson.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Ender Inciarte will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Fouled back. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Now another 2-2. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Now a fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. R.A. Dickey will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 43, R.A. Dickey.
Danny Espinoza will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Now a ball rolls softly to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Visiting Nationals holding the lead here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the game.
Walter Johnson.
Walter Johnson will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
And that's a pitch you know you're going to have to brace yourself against when you're facing this guy. He's got one of the best in the business, and he put it to good use there.
Anthony Rendon will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. One and two now. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Now batting, left fielder,
Nate McLeod will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
He was hoping he'd get him to go up the ladder there, but that's going to set up an even more dangerous pitch here on 3-1.
And this will be fouled away. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local station. Nick Markakis will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now a swing and an easy ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
now batting, right fielder,
Michael Lee will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Aaron Barrett will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Number 30, Aaron Barrett.
Number 33 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Get the runner over.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 3-1 on the way. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And that is going to be a base hit.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. By the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And it's full now, 3-2.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Now, that's been missing.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Boy, really making him work now as the seventh pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 one more time. Goes the other way as this is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a heck of trouble now.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder, how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Swing and a bouncer out in front. They get the force at the plate. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More ahead from Atlanta right after this. Bryce Harper will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Three-two pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Ian Desmond will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Nothing across here this half. Nationals fail to add on here in the ninth. Last chance coming up for Atlanta. They're on the short end of a 3-1 score.
Your attention, please. Now
Ninth
pitching
inning
for the
save
Nationals,
situation, and they'll turn it over to one of the best in the business, the all-star Jonathan Papelbon. Andrelton Simmons will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
Now after the leadoff walk, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So let's see if they can use that as a springboard to a big inning.
Darwin Barney will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. A runner at first with no outs here. Here's Papelbon now on 3-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Zoilo Almonte will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Almonte.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. From the stretch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now here's a ball very softly hit to the left side. Espinosa on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Another patented Papelbon performance here as he comes in to get the final 3 outs. That's going to earn him a save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing, no doubt. You see the numbers there, 7 1/3 strong innings. He really put him in a good position to win this ballgame.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 3-1. Good night from Atlanta.